Hi Mala friends, I hope you're doing well today. I wanted to record a new video about how to wrap our malas around your wrist and just update with some information about how to do that. So for those of you who are new to our malas or haven't purchased one yet or are waiting for your first mala to come, here are some guidelines to keep in mind when first wrapping your mala around your wrist. The first one is that all of our malas are one size fits most, and that means that we make them adjustable to a certain extent. So they should wrap around your wrist 5 to 6 times. And when you first get your mala, it's going to be a little tight. When you first wrap your mala around your wrist, it'll be a little tight. It might even feel like you're not going to be able to wrap it tightly around your wrist. But as time goes on, it's going to stretch out. Even after the first time you wear your mala, it'll stretch out a little bit. The knots, we tie our knots pretty tight. We hand tie all of our malas, and the knots are pretty tight to begin with because the string does have a little bit of give and the knots have a little bit of give. And so as you wear it, it'll stretch out a little bit. And so we want initially for them to be tight so that the mala doesn't become too big. So just so that you know, it might feel tight at first, but then even with your first, second, third wearing, it'll start to stretch out and feel a little bit more comfortable. The second thing to keep in mind is that when we create our malas, we use a bead cord that is really strong. And not only do we use a really strong bead cord, but we double string it. So there's 2 strands going throughout each bead, and then the knot in between the beads. So you can trust that when you wrap your mala the first few times, even though it feels like it's not going to go over your hand or it's going to break, that it will not break. They're meant to be very strong. They're meant to be worn on your wrist. And you can wear them as a traditional mala around your neck as well, but we created ours so that you could do both. So trust in your mala, trust in the workmanship, and just know that it's very, very strong, the cord in between the beads, so you don't have to worry about that. All right, so I'm going to show you. I have this 108 bead mala, and it is just recently tied, so it's brand new, so it's going to be tight. And I'm going to show you some tips on how to wrap your mala. So we're going to start here at the guru bead. So this is the guru bead, and this is the adjustable piece, okay? So you're going to first take the adjustable piece and you're going to slide it all the way down to the endings. So it looks like that. And then you're going to take, this will allow your guru bead to slide all the way down as well. And then that'll give you some extra play when you're wrapping your mala. So you're going to start with the charm side, with the guru bead side. Okay, so you're going to start with that, and you're going to put that on your wrist. Okay, and then you're just going to start wrapping, and you want to wrap pretty tight the first few times because, as I said, it might feel tight. So you're going to wrap the rest of the beads around your wrist until you get to where you feel is the final one you can wrap. Okay, and for some people, depending on your hand size or your wrist size, this part might feel tight. Okay, so you might get it to here and you're like, it's not going to go any further. All right, so then what you need to do is make your hand into a fist as tight as you can, and then you're just going to roll the beads. It's going to feel tight, but it's okay. You're going to just roll the beads over your hand and onto your wrist. So that way you have it on there. And it's going to feel. So then you're just going to put your finger through the bottom and loosen it up a little bit while you still have it out. Okay, so now you have it on your wrist, right? And it's going to feel, it might feel a little tight. This one's a little bit looser on me, but yours might feel a little tight, okay? But don't worry, as you wear it, it'll stretch out. And then just to make sure you have a good fit, you're going to take your guru bead and you're going to pull it up, and then you're going to push it down to where you want, where it feels comfortable on your wrist, okay? See, it has a pretty tight fit. There's not anything. And then the most important part to remember, because some people have said that that's great, they get it tight, but then it just loosens up throughout the day. So the most important part to remember is to make sure you slide the adjustable piece back down so it's snug against the guru bead. Now, I like to use my teeth, but if you don't want to use your teeth, you can flip it over, grab the beads with your hand, and then slide it down like that. Okay, so see, now it's tight against there. That's the piece that's going to hold this piece in place and keep it snug against your wrist. Okay, and then there is where you have your wrapped bracelet. Now, I also want to show you how to remove it, because during the day, the beads are going to shift and move and get in a different place. So what you want to do before you take your mala off is to make sure, again, that the guru bead is at the base, at the bottom, right here, okay? So the farthest away from your hand. And then you're going to want to loosen it again, right? Pull out the adjustable piece, pull out the guru bead, right? And now it's looser. And then you're going to want to make sure that all the beads on the top are in a line, you know, not all twisted, and so that they're nice and aligned. And then you're going to pull from this side, and you're going to, again, roll the beads off, and that'll give you enough play to unwrap your mala. And there you go. That is how you can wrap your mala around your wrist to get a tight fit. So please let us know if you have any questions, or if it's just not working out for you, or any comments or concerns. And we would love to help you with that. So happy mala wearing, and love and light to everyone. Thank you.